Salam sejahtera and a very good morning to all. Yang berbahagia Dr. Sri Bakti, Chairman of SBS Nexus Berhad, Yang berusaha Mr. Wong Chan Mun, Managing Director cum Chief Executive Officer of SBS Nexus Berhad, Yang berbahagia Dato' Bill Tan, Managing Director of M&A Equity Holdings Berhad, Yang berusaha Ms. Tay Yu Hui, Director of Group Market Operations Bursa Malaysia, Board of Directors, key senior management and staff of SBS Nexus Berhad, Management of Bursa Malaysia, members of the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kirtika, your MC for today, and on behalf of Bursa Malaysia, welcome to the listing ceremony of SBS Nexus Berhad on the ACE market of Bursa Malaysia. To kickstart today's event, it is my pleasure to invite Ms. Tay Yu Hui, Director of Group Market Operations Bursa Malaysia, to deliver her opening remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Ms. Tay Yu Hui to the stage.
I have to make sure that my speech meet the exuberance of the crowd. Happy New Year to all. Wow, what a good start. Second listing and we get this type of exuberance. Thank you very much. And now this is the official speech. Yang berusaha, Mr. Wong Chun Man, Managing Director, CEO, SBS Nexus Berhad, and Yang berbahagia Dato' Bill Tan, Managing Director, M&A Equity Holdings Berhad, members of the board, management, and employees of SBS Nexus Berhad, distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, Nexus Berhad on the 8th market of Bursa Malaysia. Debuting as a PLC. Your listing also on the board of directors, management and employees of SBS Nexus. Please accept our sincere and heartfelt congratulations once again. Congratulations. I'm also pleased to note that SBS Nexus IPO was oversubscribed by more than 22.28 times. A remarkable achievement indeed. This reflects the strong investors' interest and market confidence in the company's future growth prospect. Very well done. Congratulations. With today's listing, SBS Nexus entered the ACE market with a market cap of 122.5 million ringgit, based on enlarged shares capital of 490 million shares at an IPO price of 25 cents per share. Ladies and gentlemen, with an impressive 22-year track record, SBS Nexus has built a deep understanding of the SME market, becoming an integrated branding and marketing solutions provider, combining offline and digital platforms to help businesses enhance visibility and engagement with the customers. Through this platform, SBS Nexus serve a broad and diversified client base. These reflect their ability to adapt and innovate in response to the evolving market needs. These expansions into segments and continued investment in digital capability signal a clear growth ambition. Today's listing marks an important step forward for SBS Nexus as it provides a larger platform for the group to strengthen its market presence and continue supporting Malaysian SMEs in their branding and growth journeys. To the board and the management of SBS Nexus, becoming a PLC brings greater visibility. It also brings heightened responsibility and expectations. In this new chapter, the board's role as a compass is critical in guiding strategy, promoting sound governance, and sustaining stakeholders' trust. We strongly encourage you to lead with transparency, embrace diverse perspectives, and foster a culture of accountability. People, process, and governance will be the key to your continued success. I would also like to commend SBS Nexus for its well-balanced board compositions, with more than half being independent directors and over 30% women representations. We believe the diverse perspective contributes meaningfully to robust decisions making and sustainable growth. In just a few moments, the sound of the gong will echo through the listening gallery, marking SBS Nexus entry into the public market, joining more than 1,000 other PLCs at Bursa Malaysia. Once again, congratulations to the leaderships and the employees of SBS Nexus on this great achievement. Thank you for choosing Bursa Malaysia as your growth partner, and we look forward to supporting your journey as you continue to create values for the market and for your stakeholders. Happy New Year once again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Yu. For the opening remarks. Distinguished guests, ladies and
Managing Director of M&A Equity Holdings, Berhad. And due diligence working groups, fellow board members, friends and members of media, ladies and gentlemen, and families. It is with great pride and humility again that I welcome you all to this momentous occasion, the official listing of SBS Nexus Berhad on the AIS market of Bursa Malaysia Securities Berhad. In a new moment, the gong will be struck. Before that happens, I would like to take this opportunity to share what is the moment truly mean to us. It's not only a celebration, it is a commitment. On behalf of the company, I would like to express our sincere appreciations to Bursa Malaysia for the approval and support extended to us. Throughout this listing journey, we are equally grateful to all the relevant authorities and regulators for their invaluable facilitation of the process. I would also like to extend our heartfelt thanks to all advisors, sponsors, underwriters, and placement agent M&A Securities Center Berhad, as well as the entire due diligence working group. Your professionalism, diligence, and commitment have been instrumental in bringing this IPO fruition. I would also like to acknowledge my family who are here with us today. The journey to this stage has required patience, resilience, and many sacrifices. Behind every milestone is a family that believes quietly, support consistently, and stood strong through uncertainty. Today's successful listing marks a new chapter for SBS Nexus. It reflects our commitment to transparency, governance, and long-term value creation for all stakeholders. More importantly, it strengthens our positions as a sustainable and progressive company in the branding and marketing industry in Malaysia. To our new shareholders and potential investors, we are not here for short-term recognition. We are here to build a company that is sustainable, disciplined, and trust over time. In a new moment, in a few moments, the gong will be struck. When it sounds, it will not only mark our entry into the Malaysian capital markets, it will mark our promise to act with integrity, to deliver long-term value, and to honor the trust placed in us. Before I conclude, I would like to once again thank M&A Securities, our corporate finance team, and every members of our duty working group for your unwavering support and hard work. I would also like to express my deepest gratitude to our board of directors, management, employees, customers, suppliers, and strategy partners. Okay, your support and trust has been the cornerstone of SBS success. Thank you, and we look forward to creating more milestones together. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wong, for the remarkable speech. I'm sure that today marks the beginning of an exciting chapter for SBX Nexus Berhad, and we eagerly look forward to the accomplishments that lie ahead. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, before we move to the highlight of today's proceedings, please allow me to give you some brief updates on the market and trading information of SBS Nexus Berhad. SBS Nexus Berhad will debut on the ACE market of Bursa Malaysia bearing the stock code of 0386 and a stock short name of SBS. SBS Nexus Berhad will be listed under the telecommunication and media sector of the ACE market of Bursa Malaysia. At 9 a.m. sharp, SBS Nexus Berhad will strike the gong, indicating that trading has begun. To mark this historic moment, may I have the pleasure of inviting onto the stage and have the honor of hitting the gong, Dato Sri Heng Bakti, Chairman of SBX Nexus Berhad, Mr. Wong Chan Man, Managing Director cum Chief Executive of SBX Nexus Berhad, to be accompanied by the Board of Directors.
Sorry everyone, please come. One more. Okay, here, okay,
Ladies and gentlemen, it is 8:59 a.m. and we're 1 minute away from starting. So our esteemed guests, please feel free to strike the gong as many times as you wish to commemorate this special occasion for SBS Nexus Berhad.
Okay, sorry.
Bangun tadi jatuh.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we have all been waiting for, we are just moments away from the stroke of 9 a.m. Join me as we count down together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
very good morning, fellow investors. Welcome to KleverStock. My name is Wan Kinzel, and I'm here at Bursa, Malaysia, for the official listing ceremony of SBS Nexus Berhad. So, we just witnessed the official listing ceremony for the media company. Now, the branding and marketing solution specialist will be being listed on the ACE market of Bursa, Malaysia. Yes, as you can see, the hall is packed right now. We're currently witnessing a line dance. It's one of the most anticipated listings of the year. Right behind me, we can see the board. Let's take a quick look at the board and see how is the company performing on the ACE market right now. With the stock code 0386 and the stock name of SBS, the reference price for the initial price was 25 cents. Currently, the highest it has gone at 25.5 cents, 25.5 cents, with the lowest of 24 cents. Now, taking a look at the volume at around 149 million, just above 149 million, 400,000 shares, valued at about 87 million, 87 million, 80,000, just a little bit over there. So, a little bit about this company. Previously, SBS Nexus, their IPO saw overwhelming demand from both retail and institutional investors. The company's entry into the public market comes after its shares were oversubscribed by 22.28 times, with applications totaling 570.28 million shares, and that was valued at around 142.57 million ringgit. Now, under the listing exercise, SBS Nexus issued 122.5 million new shares at an IPO price of 25 cents per share, giving it an initial market capitalization of approximately 122.5 million ringgit. Now, of the 30.6 million ringgit in total proceeds raised, the company has allocated 7.1 million ringgit for the establishment of new headquarters and the 7.25 million ringgit for business expansion. Now, their managing director and CEO, Wong Chun Mun, he noted that a key pillar of this expansion includes the launch of their My Usahawan Media. It's a digital initiative designed to replicate the world's, or the group's successful Mandarin-speaking SME branding template for the Malay-speaking business community. Financially, the group has demonstrated significant scalability ahead of its listing. For the third quarter ended September 30th, 2025, SBS Nexus reported a net profit of 2.42 million ringgit on revenue of 11.87 million ringgit. Now, this brings its cumulative 9-month net profit to 7.12 million ringgit, already approaching its full year 2024 performance of 7.6 million ringgit. Now, the CEO Wong explained earlier that we have built a successful business template for the Chinese market via Shanghai, a long trusted brand, and we now aim to capture the first mover advantage in the underserved Malay SME segment. Now, the IPO also included an offer for sale for 49 million existing shares by senior management, including COO Warren Chen and CBO Lin Cheng Long, which was fully taken up by a private placement. Now, analysts from several research houses have assigned fair values ranging from 27 to 34 cents, citing the group's asset-light model and also strong 20% net profit margins. M&A Securities, they served as the sole advisor, sponsor, underwriter, and also placement agent for the exercise, which marks one of the first successful ACE market listings for the year 2026. Now, with its listing completed, SBS Nexus is now focused on deploying its IPO capital to strengthen its digital branding ecosystem, which currently contributes nearly 70% of total revenue. We'll take one more look at the board to see before we head off to the press conference right now. Looking at the board, of course, the Bursa stock code, like I mentioned earlier, is 0386 with the stock name SBS. Reference price, or the initial asking price, of 25 cents. Right now, the highest bid has gone up to 26 cents, with the lowest at 24 cents. We're taking a look at now the volume. It has risen to 187,800,000, just a little bit over 800,000 shares, valued at around 111 million. Yes, 111 million. So close towards of the initial findings. All right, we're taking a look. A lot of green hopefully they will continue to expand throughout the morning and throughout the day. Now, SBS Nexus, they remain optimistic about their prospects, supported by an overweight outlook for the Malaysian media and advertising sector as local businesses increasingly pivot toward omni-channel marketing visibility. All right, and with Visit Malaysia 2026 coming this year, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of opportunities for SBS Nexus to capitalize on this advertising revenue for Visit Malaysia 2026. That's all from myself, Wanizul, and I'm here at Bursa Malaysia HQ in Kuala Lumpur. Don't go away, we've got the press conference coming up that we will be live streaming for you. We'll take a quick short break and while we set up for the press conference, and we'll see you shortly. Thank you very much.
Mr. Calvin Day is holding as Chief Financial Officer of the company. We have Mr. Warren Chen. Mr. Warren, Chief Operating Officer and one of the substantial shareholders of this listed company. We have Mr. Wong Man. Mr. Wong, he is not only holding the post as Managing Director, CEO, he also co-founder of this SBS Group almost 22 years ago. From a small company, today they become a public listed company. He also one of the very big, substantial and major shareholder of SBS Nexus. We have Ms. Rachel Ho. Ms. Rachel Ho is the Deputy Head of Corporate Finance M&A Security Berhad. Subsequently, in the event, if any question pertaining to the related to the district affair about corporate finance and whatsoever, Ms. Rachel Ho will be the right person to handle it accordingly. Prior for her to kickstart today's press conference, first of all, I need to ensure that all the reporter and the friendly financial media reporter, you do have received the soft copy of press release from us. If you don't have this, raise your hand, then I will WhatsApp to you. The press release will be what register the story of today, including we translate into Bahasa Malaysia and Chinese language, easier for you for the translation purpose. In this press release, what we owe you is only one, the group photo. Just now, our professional photographer did take the photo for the hitting the gong, 7 directors plus 3 representatives for M&A Security. Today, press conference ends at around 10 a.m. We give the photographer at least an hour or two because they need to do some Photoshop and editing. Thereafter, we will share with you another press release attached with the photo. We also will share with you the original high resolution of the group photo. We will put down each and every one, the name, the destination, and company name, because I know you need the caption. The caption also will translate into the Chinese language and Bahasa, easier for your reporting purpose. Probably you may not be able to submit your article to the media immediately after 10 o'clock. Please go to the control room to enjoy the nasi lemak and the breakfast, and around 12 o'clock I should be able to give you the photo. With that, we hope we're able to complete the job successfully. For those participants that reported that if we have not registered to join the appreciation dinner today, which the company would like to host a dinner at Akaman Seafood Restaurant, please remember to contact me and try to register with us. We would like to thank for the appreciation for today. Okay, SBS Nexus. This is the company listed at 25-cent IPO price. Market cap 122.5 million, multiple by 490 million shares. So today we signify a new beginning for the company. We know that some of you who have tracked this company since the October date, underwriting, prospectus launching, you may learn the company well. But at the same time, also some of you will be the first time to join this press conference. Maybe you may want to follow your senior in order to get more information. The first thing you know you need to report is for today at 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock is about 25 cents is the opening price. The first transaction value is 5.3018 million. The soft copy of this I WhatsApp to everyone. If you don't have this, alert me in order to facilitate your writing. I think we probably will open the floor for some Q&A, where we interact, then we have more. Don't treat me like your exam in the school or lecture hall. They more relaxed. At least they will relax tension. You know that distraction machine yesterday, math to today, you know. You see Mr. Wong's hair is all the bubble inside already. Okay. So please feel free to raise any question you may have, and we just treat it as an interaction. Okay? Yeah.
Congratulations on your listing. Currently, most of your business has been focused on private sector business. What are your prospects for government sector, public sector?
Hello, test. Procedure. Then we will have also look at our members, our manpowers, whether we have the capability to also ensure we can compete. Government in time. As you know, the government project usually have a timeline. So we have to take from there onwards, we can also explore a different segment kind of marketing.
Morgan?
Given the group project-driven revenue, intend to provide greater revenue visibility to investors. Going forward.
We are not project-driven, we are campaign-driven. So whenever our client, your exposure will drop, your revenue will drop. So whatever customer that we have is always recurring every year. It's not the project-based, it's campaign-based. And the campaign will always repeat and repeat and repeat. In different forms, maybe, but still be a repeating format. Since it's talking about inconsistent of the revenue or purchase order account this sector, probably Mr. Warren, you want to share with us that based on your top 5 customers, Christie Ng, one of the very famous Asian brand, to see how the customer can continue to come back.
Yeah, I just wanted to share a little bit about Christie Ng portfolio and how we do for Christie Ng for the past few years ago. So we know Christie Ng since before pandemics, so that time everyone know her business. She's doing a fashion appearance kind of retail business. So after the pandemic hits, she feel that very difficulties to transform her business. So we also encourage and we discuss together what we need to do. We need to move the business from traditional retail business into the digital segment as well. So we start to do a lot of website revamping. We start to do a lot of social media content, and you know that Christie are a very talkative person. So she also one of the influencer in the booming market as well. So we have been discussed very long time that I told Christie, why don't you just become a KOL in TikTok? So she said she agreed on that. So now everyone know Christie, rather than you know Christie Ng. So you know Christie first, then you know Christie Ng, right? So this is how we work with our client usually. Or those days, when you look at this market, it's like no long-term contracts, how to ensure the revenue keep consistent, like what Kevin had mentioned. In this marketing industry, customer, which is our company, they always need to have marketing in order to expand their businesses. Why I'm saying that, if you look at the brand nowadays, the top tier brand like Coca-Cola, 100+, Nestle, Milo, they are still doing their marketing, even they have been very successful in the market, right? So in this generation, the market is very competitive. If you stop your marketing, definitely someone will going to replace you in the near of the future. So we always encourage clients to keep on do branding and marketing no matter how. You will make more revenue this year, you have to invest more marketing budget in order you can make double next year. Yeah, so this is the trend of the marketing.
Before we continue, may I allow to interrupt? Warren, you need to speak with energy. Nasi lemak is very good one. The second thing is, just now probably there's one word when you write, Christina is very talkative. Please take away the word talkative. Engaging and dynamic. Okay, come on.
Okay, so as you know that this year was quite a big year in terms of tourism here in Malaysia with Visit Malaysia 2026. You guys, SBS Nexus as a marketing and branding solutions provider, how are you guys taking advantage of this Visit to Malaysia 2026? Is there any opportunity for you guys to grab a market share of the advertising revenue for this program?
Maybe again, Mr. Wong, you want to take advice. Visit Malaysia.
To push their logos and the company to only overnight. We can get a big orders because this is a long run for us. Returning tourists, okay, sure they will come up the budget again to capture these returning tourists. So yeah, we plan this kind of marketing and branding with our clients, so our client can capture more revenue for their companies.
Okay, there is quite an interesting story about the Visit Malaysia here, which is beginning of the year, but the momentum and it start much earlier before 1st January of 2026. We back to the floor. Kajin, any question?
Hi, I'm Kajin from Anyang. On back of your listing, can you share your thought on your share price performance?
Mr. Warren?
Definitely, if you look at the share price now, it's just a temporary effect. So we are very strong belief on our future plan. So we ensure that in the near future, the share price will getting better on that. Yeah.
Hi, Naveen from Berhad. Can I know what would be your immediate priorities as a listed company?
Immediate, sorry?
Immediate priorities.
Priorities.
Yeah.
Of course, we need to focus on expansion of the business. Based on the cost utilization, we need to expand into the booming market. We need to allocate to the new office, right? So the new office will be the priority for now because the current office we have about 44 employees. So without the largest office, we are unable to recruit more people. So if we are unable to recruit more people, we can't expand into the booming market, the Marusahan media brand. So we're going to look for the new office first for now. Yeah.
And can I also ask, what is the management's outlook for the group over the next 2 years?
I would say definitely if we look at the size in the booming market, it's huge. And all the Malay entrepreneurs nowadays, they are more concerned about personal branding, company branding, and also the marketing as well. So with the proceeds, that we can see that once we expand into the booming market, definitely there is a growth for the revenue and for the group itself, not only not in the Mandarin market, but after expanding into the booming, that's why I did mention that we also look into the government sector as well. So I will see in the next one or couple of years, these are the more focusing area that we should go in.
Probably again, Mr. Wong to add on, since they go to penetrate into the Malay SME market through My Media, how are they able to speed up the process? You may have some strategy on sharing them.
Okay, for these booming markets, so we talk to these associations, booming associations, and some KOLs, KOCs, some influencer. So we collaborate with them because all their followers, most of their followers is businessmen and then entrepreneurs. So we go to be through their platform and their networking, so we can looking for these entrepreneurs who are looking for marketing and branding solutions. So we are the middle one to pull the both sides together. Okay, so we'll deliver our branding and marketing strategy for them. Yeah.
So post listing, now that you're focusing on your headquarters, are there any plans to expand? Is there any plans to expand overseas or take your marketing and your branding overseas other than Malaysia? Is there a strategy involved?
Yeah, I would say definitely. We will also look into expanding to the overseas if there is opportunity. But before we make this move, we need to understand about the country itself, what is the demand on branding and marketing. Because not all the companies that have same spending like Malaysia. Based on the data, Malaysia in 2025, in total, they've got 8 billion ringgit spending in the marketing, right? So before we go into the country, we have to understand whether there's a high demand there, and we also have to talk to the local supplier in order to understand what is the selling price they usually sell to the market. So from there itself, you will understand more about the margin, whether we can get a similar margin in Malaysia. So these are the two main things we're going to consider before we go into the new country. Yeah, but definitely we have an intent to go into it. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Adiba from Berhad. Since Chinese-speaking SMEs will contribute about 95% of your group total revenue, have you already approached speaking SMEs to expand your business since we visit Malaysia 2056?
Yeah, for information, we did actually have some of the booming clients for now. Like example, the DUCK, the duck, to selling the tudung. Yeah, they are also one of our Shanghai clients. So we are not new into this booming market, but we are not 100% focused yet. But just come along if some inquiry is coming in, then we are still taking the jobs. So, but if you talk about full forcing to the booming, not at this moment yet, but we do have the booming clients for now. I would think maybe about 2-3% in the total revenue of the group.
Okay, yeah, please.
Last question. Where is the location for the HQ? New location.
You mean the area of the location? Will be around Klang Valley area. We are still exploring. There is 3 units shortlisted, so we have to take in consideration right now.
Yeah, please back to the floor. Don't feel free that you ask more questions, because the more you ask, the more you can gain a better understanding about the true core value of this company. A lot of people may feel that this is another media company come aboard. Maybe it looks like Fully Media. Is that, are they carry out exactly the same business like Fully Media, or are they different? Probably Mr. Wong, you have to share with us how Fully Media compete against you or complement your business. I think for them, they may be familiar with the Fully Media careful.
Okay, for this Fully Media, so we are not the market look. We are the competitor, but we are not. We are more like vendors and relationships. Okay, because Fully is a platform, it's an influencer platform. Okay, they manage a lot of these social medias, account, things. So, and then we are the main creator, the main designer, attractor. So we handle our customer. For example, this customer, one day I get a F&B customer, and then actually he got the budget. He want to put in the 2 million in 1 year marketing budget. So maybe we'll say that, okay, well, what about take up 10% to put it in these foodies, okay, to advertise the F&B outlets or their brand or what. So we are collaboration like partners, yeah. And then because we are the software company, we don't own any account, don't own any asset. So we always manage customer. We always manage branding and marketing in our hand. So once we have a customer on the database, so we can drive our customer to invest in which channel for the marketing and branding.
Any question? Oh, no? Probably before we end, I will get if you have any questions, suddenly you think about this, raise your hand, don't worry. I get Mr. Wong to share with you from the day you do this business, what is the major core of the whole value chain. He may share with you about their business model quite close like a handphone, iPhone business model in a U-shape kind of business model. Probably Mr. Wong share with them and they truly appreciate the value of SBS rather than just take them like, oh, this is another advertiser.
Okay. Many years ago, so once we doing this very small business like a flight distribution company in Klang Valley. So our client very happy with that because of very efficient and very fast. Okay, and then afterwards the printing business is very good. Okay, and then a lot of these suppliers and vendors asked us to buy a printing machine, printers. So luckily I read a book and then this Adidas CEO said that they didn't own any factory in the whole world, but all the factories can work for them because they handle customer and the design of the shoe. They invent the shoe, the technology. So on that day start, we only manage for this software. We didn't invest on any heavy asset. So because like Yap Sing said that it's a U-shape. We handle the top. That means most we are the creator, we are the designer, we are the main contractor for our clients. So and in all the operation job, we will outsource. See the campaign before we live the campaign for our clients. So we take two top parts, like an Apple. He invent an iPhone, that screen they can sub to these Vietnam. Factory, Taiwan factory to do the assembly. Okay, and then afterwards, after complete the product, and then business model. So we didn't do any operation and vendors or asset. Okay, we are over the design. Yeah.
I think the other important part that probably we need you to learn about this industry is about their customer mainly is from advertiser. But how big is the traditional advertising market and how big is the market, the fully media way and the digital media market? Mr. Warren might share with them, at least they know that your market share is relatively very, very small.
Yeah, based on the independent market research reports, we can see that the trend nowadays in Malaysia, the digital budgets from the advertiser are increasing. So from the years on 2022 is about 1.5 B and now it's about 2.4 B. And we can see the numbers are keep still growing. But when you look at the offline branding, the number are still there, probably about 5 billions, quite equal every year. So I would say for the brand, in order to shout out the campaign in an effective way, you have to be using a hybrid models, which is the digital solution and also the offline branding solution as well. Not only choose either one, but we always suggest our client go for both to get a biggest exposure. But of course, before we take into consideration whether our client need to invest more on offline or online, we will see what is the campaign targeting location. If you talk about in Klang Valley area, KL area, of course, definitely the offline budget have to be invest more on it, because the organic crowd from the ground, it can be sustained or it can be generate more revenue to the brand. But if you talk about second tier or third tier of city, the organic crowd on the ground is not that high. So we will suggest our client invest more into the digital marketing rather than the offline. So the ratio is always have to depending on the client campaign, then only we will give a decision to our clients. Yeah, so this is what SBS always provide to the clients.
Okay. Anybody have any last question? No more. Okay. We would like to invite the those reporter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. Just stand behind and take group photo because we give you some presents subsequently. Just in case you don't remember your face. Come, yeah. 1. Okay, just stand behind and take a photo. I will send a photo to all of you. I have all in the okay. Happy? May? Come on, we just take a photo. At least for the memory. I'll share the photo with everyone.